In this video, we are going to learn how to solve trigonometric indefinite integral questions with Casio FX-991 ES Plus calculator easily in a matter of seconds, especially for multiple choice questions. After going through this video, you'll be able to solve problems involving trigonometric indefinite integral questions. So ensure you stay with me till the end of this video, because this video will make you to solve problems in it easily in a matter of seconds. So let's begin. Now let's look at these examples I have here and solve them together. Now example 1 here says evaluate the indefinite integral function minus cosec square theta. Now this ds is not part of the question. What this ds stands for here is function. Instead of interpreting this question as the indefinite integral of minus cosec square theta, because of the presence of this ds, you add the indefinite integral function of minus cosec square theta. So the essence of the ds there is to mention the function while interpreting the question. Okay, so having known that, let's bring the Casio calculator and solve this problem together. So easy. Okay, so the first thing you have to know is that there are 4 points you have to put into consideration for you to solve problem with the Casio calculator on this. The first one is, which I always recommend, is that you apply a calculator. The essence of applying the calculator is to remove or wipe out whatever previous values you might have computed with the calculator, so that it will not interfere with the present one you want to do. Okay, so to clear, simply press shift button 9, follow the instruction. Want to clear or press 3, then press equal, then press equal again. Now after doing this, the next thing you have to do is to put your calculator in reduce mode. Very important. This point is so important, so don't ever forget it. So you have to put your calculator in reduce mode, otherwise you end up getting wrong values. So to do that, you press shift mode, then reduce is option 4. So it's now in reduce mode, no longer in degree. So after doing, the next thing you have to do is to store a value in the calculator. You can store any other value. You can store 2, 3 as the case may be, but I recommend 2 because personally I've worked with 2 for a long time and I have not found any error with it. So to me, I feel that 2 is an ideal number of value. So I recommend you should be working with 2. So to store 2, simply press the number first, 2, then press shift, and then press this button that has RC written on it. So if you look at it closely, you see S2 on top of it, stands for store. So you press shift, the button, then we want to store it as X, so you press this button. So once you do it, it will indicate here that 2 has been stored as X. So having done this, that one, the last point I will talk about in the process of solving. Okay, now let's look at the question again. We're asked to integrate this function. Okay, now notice that the idea behind indefinite integral questions on how to solve with the Casio calculator is to simplify or evaluate the question and then differentiate the options. So with the stored value we put in the calculator, which is 2, we use it to evaluate or simplify this question. And to do that, we have cosec square theta, and there's no cosec in the calculator. If you look closely here, you see where I've written cosec is something I want over sine, sec is something I want over cos, and cot is something I want over tan, where theta is something as x. So there is no cosec, there is no theta in the calculator. So that means we replace our cosec with 1 over sine and replace our theta with x in the calculator respectively. So having known this, let's do it now. So instead of doing minus cosec, we do minus 1 over sine, which is the same thing as minus cosec. Okay, alpha x, to bring out x, we press alpha and x, then close the bracket. Remember, this question having square, so you put the square here. So this is exactly the same thing as minus cosec square theta. So having done this, we press equal to, so we have minus 1.209. So this is the value we are having. So right now, to get our right answer, right option, we have to check each of these options. We have to differentiate them and see the one that gives us exactly minus 1.209. So any option that gives us this value will be rather our answer. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it now. Let's differentiate option A. Remember, you have to differentiate. If you do any other thing apart from differentiate the option, you get the wrong value. So have this in mind, you differentiate the option to get your answer. Okay, so let's differentiate option. It will bring out the differentiation function. And so we press shift, this button has integral sign on it, and you come and you see d over dx. So the first option is minus sine square theta. So we go ahead and impute it, minus sine square theta. So put your x, alpha x, close the bracket, then put the square. Okay, this is the last point. Ensure that your brackets are balanced. So why differentiating? Ensure your brackets are balanced. As we can see in this situation, brackets are balanced. We have two brackets at the left side and also have two brackets at the right side, so they are balanced. To go over here and put the 2 you stored. Okay, so we have 0.756. No, this was not the value we got when we simplify the question. So let's go back and check evaluate option B. Very, very interesting. So it's in fraction. Make use of this button. So we have cos theta, use cos x. Very, very simple, guys. Just follow me. Sure you understand every detail involved. Over sine theta, use something as sine x. Close the bracket. So the 2 is still there. Let's press equal to what we have. Minus 1.209 exactly. So this was the value we got when we evaluated or simplified the question. So guys, option B is our answer. Remember, this plus c is not part of it, it's just a constant there. So our answer to this question is option B. But let's take option C and see if we get something closer to this value. But we have already known our answer. I doubt it will be closer. But let's still verify. Let's not base on assumption. So the option C sec theta, and sec is not the calculator. Sec is something as well, minus cos. So what we do here is sorry, sec is something as 1 over cos, not minus cos. So we do 1 over cos x. Okay, the 2 is still there. So sec is something as 1 over cos. Okay, we're having 5.25, which is far away. So our answer is option B, which gave us minus 1.209. Since option D says no, in fact, our answer is option B, guys. So it's as simple as that. Just ensure that you understand the process and follow it, and you get the same result. Okay, guys, we are going to solve the next question. Now, ensure you still stay till the end of this video, because there are some things I will say at the end of the video. Okay, so before we solve option question 2, if you are new to our channel, ensure you subscribe to our channel now by hitting the subscribe button and also the bell icon for instant notification whenever I drop new video. Also like and comment on this video to tell me how you feel regarding what you are learning from this video. Okay, very, very important. Ensure you are subscribed to our channel now for instant notification whenever I release new videos. Okay, so let's solve question 2. It says find the indefinite integral function s cos x. Okay, so we're not going to clear because we still work with the 2 we have stored already, so it will still be effective. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify the question. It says s alpha x cos x alpha x. Okay, so this is what we do to simplify it, and so what to give us minus 0.832. Okay, so now let's go ahead and differentiate the options. Remember, you differentiate the options to get the right option. So option A says we have x sine, so alpha x sine x alpha x. Okay, so you balance the bracket. Very, very important. If you don't balance the bracket, you get wrong value. So you put the 2 you stored at this place. So if press equal now, so what will give you 0.077. No, it's not what we got. We got minus 0.832. So let's take option B. Okay, option B says none. Okay, let's take option C and see what it will give us. It said S tan. It said S tan x alpha x cos x. So you close the brackets again before you put the cos. Otherwise, you will get wrong value. Very important. These are issues you have to take note of. Let's press the coordinate, so what it will give us 0.07. No, it's not what we got. So last, let's check option D. I believe option D will be the answer. It has to be the answer, otherwise the answer will be none. But let's check. I feel that it will be the answer. So let me remove one of these brackets. Okay, so you have option D. The last option D, to be x sine x. So alpha x. Okay, you close the bracket. Before you put your plus, that the bracket will be balanced. So you have cos x, alpha x, close the bracket. Now check the bracket if they are balanced. Yeah, the brackets are balanced. So let's press equal now. Since our 2 is already there, and see what we are going to get. Minus 0.832 exactly. So this was the answer we got when we simplified or evaluated the question. So guys, this is basically the idea behind solving indefinite integral questions, whether it's trigonometry or not. But for this question, or for this problems we solve, this is a pattern, right? So guys, this is our answer. Remember that you have to ensure that your brackets are balanced. Okay, let me show you something. If we remove one bracket here and let's see what it will give us. Syntax error, you see. So you have to ensure that the brackets are balanced. Very, very important. So let me recap what I said initially. The idea behind solving trigonometric indefinite integral questions or indefinite integral questions is to, firstly, you simplify the question or you evaluate the question, and then you differentiate the options. Now, two essential points I highlighted. One, ensure that your calculator is clear before you begin to solve. Two, ensure that your calculator is in reduce mode. Work with 2, that's be storing your value as 2. You can work with any other number, but I recommend 2. And lastly, ensure that the brackets are balanced. Very, very important. These essential points are so important, because if you miss anyone, you will end up having the wrong value. So guys, take note of these 4 points. And also ensure you check for how to solve differentiation with Casio calculator. I have already made a video on that subject, so check for the video in this our channel and you see it, or I'm going to leave the link to in the description of this video below. So check the description of this video, you see the link to our video on differentiation, how to solve a Casio calculator, and learn it so that you will have that knowledge and do well in your forthcoming or your calculus exam that may be objective. This video can also help you to verify your question, even if you are verify your answer, even if you are solving theoretical problems. Okay, so guys, that's it for this class. If you are new to our channel once more, ensure you subscribe to our channel for more of our videos. Also like, share, and comment on this video to tell me how you feel regarding what I learned in this class. If you seem to have any specific questions to ask, feel free to leave a question at the comment section below, and I will ensure to give you a response. That's it for this class, guys. Thanks for watching this video.